So I tried doing my makeup like way more extravagant than what you see now, and I hated it. So I had to take it off, and I used what is it called? It's like a coconut balm from Good Molecules. I love that stuff to remove makeup, but I think I accidentally got it into my eye. So I'm seeing blurry a little bit, and not just because I don't have my glasses on, I actually have my contacts on. Anyway, welcome back, guys. It has been a couple weeks since I last posted. This is my first post of 2025. Happy New Year. I hope your year has been awesome so far. It's only January 7th. It's the first week. So, oh, if you're new here, hello, my name is Maida. Welcome. Welcome to the first installment or the first episode of a new series in my channel, which is going to be called Nail Notes. It's not an official kind of title just yet. I was kind of in between nail notes and the nail files. I don't know, you tell me what you guys like. We'll call it nail notes for this video, but let me know if you like the nail files better. Let me explain to you what that will entail. So what I want to do with this series is basically take an opportunity to just kind of chit chat a little bit more. I want to have this be more of like a casual conversation kind of situation, because I know in my other videos, specifically nail content videos, I do try to focus, whether it be on the products themselves or process or the nail art, you know, that sort of thing. I feel like there was something missing. And whenever I do start to chit chat too much in my videos, I feel a little self-conscious because I'm like, do people even care? Because they're probably just here for the review or for the, well, I don't do very many like nail product reviews, but probably just here for the nail content. And so this is going to be an opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little bit more. I don't know, just like a more casual setting and not be so focused on nails. I mean, I will be doing my nails, mind you, but it's not going to be fully like, this is how you do this, and this is what I'm doing to do that. I'll probably mention product here and there if I have something to say about it. But if I don't, it's because it's more of just a chatty kind of video. So I hope that's okay with you. I hope you'll stick around for it. Otherwise, the rest of my content will be like normal, you know. But if you're here for the chats, if you're here for the vibes, then welcome, and let's get to it. So this is now officially a nail channel. I'm calling it. I'm pretty sure y'all have figured. I started posting primarily nail content since February of last year. So I'm pretty sure you guys know that this is a nail focused channel, but I did used to do beauty content like makeup reviews, tutorials, and that sort of thing. I just spit, I'm so sorry. I am no longer doing that. And on the one hand, it sucks because I know that a few of you who are still subscribed to me because you watched my beauty content, you guys might be disappointed that I'm not going to be focusing on that very much. But it's a new year. I want to be transparent. I love makeup still. I probably will mention things here and there just because, again, it is also a passion of mine. I just didn't really think that it was sustainable for me to do both makeup and nails, considering that when you are growing a channel that is very centered on beauty, whether it's makeup or nails, you do have to invest financially quite a bit. And it's just not something that I can really budget into my life right now, you know? So for this first video, I'm going to be doing some press-ons. I'm just going to prep those really quick, show you how I do that. So I'm just going to chit chat a little bit while I prep my press-ons. I do plan on sharing more like personal goals, my mental health, to like latest movies that I've watched, which I have watched quite a few recently in the time that I've been not filming. So it's really a chance to connect, relax, and catch up with each other while we create something fun, you know? Also, yes, I do have a pimple under this acne patch. I just didn't want to like subject anybody to what's under here. It's brutal. Y'all, I do have a lot to like chat about because you guys have kind of created a monster, okay? The last video that I made in 2024, I did mention how I've been kind of, you know, just struggling, and that's like putting it lightly. I've haven't been doing very well mentally. And I know it's like, it's really weird sitting here talking to you about it in this tone, because I mean, I don't want to talk about it in like a, ooh, feel sorry for me kind of way, you know, I don't, but I do want to talk about it. And I feel like if I want to share this kind of stuff, I don't want to bring anybody down. I mean, I want to protect y'all from my depression and my anxiety and my struggles. But I do feel like it's worth sharing, because as I was going with this, from the last video that I posted, many of you shared the same sentiment. And I feel like I would love for this space to be a space in which we are free to talk about that kind of stuff if we feel comfortable. Because I just feel like it does a disservice to everybody else to pretend that everything is fine, that it's always about like nails and rainbows, you know, and like, I don't know, that's not my life. I don't like masking when I am not feeling well. Not only do I want to be as transparent as possible, I'm still navigating, even after almost 3 years of having my YouTube channel, I'm still kind of like navigating how it is that I want to show up online. I do want to make sure that I'm just like being myself, man. And a part of being myself is also like sharing how I struggle with my mental health. And like I said, y'all have also shared that you experience the same struggle. There's a lot to be said for those of us who can admit to that, you know. And on the one hand, you don't want to bring anybody down, but you also want to be true to who you are, and you also want to be real. Do y'all know what I mean? I hope y'all know what I mean. I have an idea as to what it is that I want to do, but I also am like not married to the sketch. Okie dokie. So the press-ons are ready for gel application. I'm just going to pick out some gel polishes, and then we can get to applying all of the base colors first, and then we'll go ahead and add all the goodies over top. So this is what the sketch currently looks like. It's winter and it's like super colorless and gray out. So especially where I live, I figured let me do a press-on set that's going to lift my spirits, make me feel a little bit happier, not only to work on it, but to also like wear it. I figured this would be a perfect sketch to pull out for this set. My base colors, I'm basically going to stick with my Bessie gel polishes. There are a lot of really pretty pastel-y kind of purples and pinks and those sort of colors. So we need a pink. Yes. Kind of in between these two. So we'll decide in a second. I'll also just use both since I'm doing a full set. So we're going to need this white, this blue, and this green. Oh, I need a purple. So it's between these two purples. We'll see. That sounds like a cute idea. I'm actually going to pick 2 different shades of each of the colors, except for white. White is just going to be the white. But yeah, I think that'll be a really cute idea to have both of these, just kind of like one darker, one a little lighter, you know? All right, so this is what we're going to be working with. I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead and apply the base colors for all of these and chit chat a little bit as I intended for this video. I don't know why, I just got so excited. Y'all, I've been prepping for this video for days now. Just like sketching out my ideas, thinking about what I was going to talk about. So I thought it'd be fitting. Let me just close you up a little bit. Is this too much? Is there too much going on? Probably, right? Let me just push some of these gel polishes off to the side. Put these here. Yeah, that's better, right? Right? Okay. So I thought it'd be fitting to start the first episode with some of my 2025 goals. Do y'all set goals for the year? Because I usually don't, to be honest. In the past, I just haven't found them helpful. I feel like many times they just kind of get forgotten about throughout the rest of the year. So yeah, I can't really say that I like follow through usually. Hey guys, so I never explained why I'm doing goals this year. It's basically because I want to see if and how they could help shape my year. In the past, when I have set goals for myself or New Year's resolutions, if you will, I would set things that were not very attainable. They would just end up being super hard and like would set unrealistic expectations for the rest of the year. So this year I wanted to set some goals, set some expectations for myself that would be more attainable, doable, things that honestly I feel like I've already started doing but can continue to do and improve on. So yeah, that is why we're doing it this year. I think it's nice to have something in mind, but I'm definitely like flexible. I don't have to have everything figured out. I'm very intuitive, if you want to call it that. It's nice, as I said, to have something in mind that you want to accomplish for the year, but I'm very much flexible. So my goals for this year, I feel like they're doable. My first goal, let me tell you, I want to pay more attention to nail structure for this year. As much as I love experimenting with designs, I think improving my technical skills is going to help take my work to the next level. You know, to me, it's like very important to build a strong foundation, learn how to do it from the ground up. So yeah, I want to focus a little more on building good apexes. I don't know, like I just want to learn how to build strong nails, you know? So that is definitely a goal. And I do have things in mind that I want to do in order to help myself do that. But I just want to present the goal right now. And then we can talk about how we're going to get there in another video. Next, I am committing to moving my body more. A few years ago, I had a weight loss goal that I had reached. I started working out a lot and I lost a bunch of weight. And I was very proud of myself for that. But as someone who has struggled with mental health for a very, very long time, I realized how I was kind of bullying myself into losing weight. That I can definitely talk about. I don't know if anybody needs like a trigger warning. I'm not going to get too in depth, you know, but my entire life I have been on the curvier side and like would make fun of me and like my weight all the time. So it didn't help my self-esteem. It just created a lot of unnecessary self-confidence issues for me. When I turned, I want to say like 24, 25, I kind of got into working out at home. I've never been a gym rat. I wish, but my anxiety just does not allow me to take part in those type of scenarios. I've gone to the gym a couple of times in my life and I never knew what the heck I was doing on the machines. And so there was never really anybody to partner up with. It just wasn't my jam, you know? I worked out at home. I used to do a bunch of fitness blender. I started out with Blogilates. Do y'all remember? Does she still make videos? But Blogilates was the first YouTube channel that I subscribed to because I was like on this health kick or exercise kick, if you will. It was crazy to have lost weight in the way that I did. It wasn't like drastic or anything, but I felt like I was definitely in like the best shape of my life. Not just using Blogilates, mind you. I also did Fitness Blender. I still love Fitness Blender so much. I used to love doing their workouts. I stopped because I just wasn't feeling good afterward. I wasn't feeling good about myself. I wasn't feeling good physically. I was restricting a lot, which can get kind of dicey, if you know what I mean. Like I said, I was just being really mean to myself. But as far as my goal for this year, I definitely want to move my body more. I'm the type of person who loves to go all in whenever I'm doing anything. I'm just like, no. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it and give it my all. I'm like that kind of person, you know, or else why do it? But I'm trying to shift that mindset, that all or nothing mindset, because it's not helpful. I've found it's not helpful for me to go all in on something because typically I take it a little too serious, you know, and I don't want to do that. But I want to focus more on movement that feels good. So whether that's like a short walk or stretching or dancing around while I clean, which is something that I used to do frequently actually. I just want to move more because, to be honest, the last few years I haven't. I just wanted to give my body a break because I had lost that amount of weight, not done so in a way that was sustainable for me. I just kind of said, you know what? I need to reframe my way of thinking about my body. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and not feel this sense of panic whenever I've gained a few pounds, which that was something that would happen to me. Oh my gosh, I would panic. And so I feel ready now at this point in my life, after definitely doing some inner work and doing some real talk with myself, and not in a negative way, but just, yo, your body does so much for you. You really need to take care of it, and you really need to move and nourish your body with food that is going to provide nutrition and not just like satiate hunger. So yeah, that is my focus. I want to just take it easy. I'm trying very hard not to go all out when it comes to working out. That was another thing that I used to think about a lot. I would refuse to do any workouts that were on the lighter end of the spectrum of workouts, and comments here and there. I remember things like, oh, you only work out for that long, or oh, you only do this. For someone like myself who already has image issues and body issues, wasn't necessarily the best or the most helpful thing to say, like, oh, you're only doing that. So that always kind of would stick out to me. Dang it, if I do a workout, like, it's gotta count, you know, like, it's gotta count. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Don't want to think of it that way anymore. Now I want to just start out with lighter workouts. And I mean, I know that eventually you can build up your stamina, you can build up your muscle mass, and you can start doing more difficult workouts. But for me, I just, we'll cross that bridge when we get there kind of thing. And I want to just move my body so that it has what it needs to function. I want to work on my range of motion, because this past year in particular, I struggled with pinched nerves all the time, girl. Goodness gracious. Anyway, a little movement is better than no movement at all, you know? Dude, I love these gels from Bessie. These are like my favorite collections. I'm pretty sure that whenever I do any colorful sets or like designs, these are the ones that I typically reach for. I have no regrets getting these collections rather. They're the Y2K and Hello Kitch collections. They're just so pretty. I love the pastel colors as well as the more like vibrant colors. Makes me so happy. The base color is done for all of these. Now we're going to get to the nail art. And, oh, I just remembered, I did want to add some cat eyes to this. Should I add the cat eye? Why not, right? They're going to be that much cuter. Heck yeah. Of course, I'm going to be using my Bandi collection, the Aurora Glaze collection. So I'm probably going to also use some of my more affordable options for some variation. I have this one. This one is a silver cat eye, and I love it so much. It's so pretty. So definitely going to be using this on one or two of these. Each of these is just going to go with their corresponding colors. So I'm going to start off with the pinkies actually. And let me not forget to shake these up a little bit. It is super important whenever you have any magnet gels to give them a good shake before you use them, just so that you can bring up all the magnets, because they tend to settle. All right, so I'm going to take them off my stands because the magnet might do something funny. The magnet within the gels, I mean. Or within the stands, sorry. I'm actually going to keep this one light. On the one that has that deeper shade of green, I'm probably going to do 2 coats of the cat eye, but we'll see. We'll see. So let me just, ooh, yeah. Dude, I love this collection so much. I'm so happy with it. I don't know if you saw that. The lights here are crazy because I have to have good lighting for y'all to see what I'm doing, but sometimes it's not like the best thing to have bright lights whenever you're working with magnet gels, because you miss all of the action, you know? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I need to concentrate. Whenever I'm working with cat eye gels, I need to focus and make sure that the magnets are where they are, where I want them to be. I'm going to add the magnet gels to the Press-Ons. I'm going to speed you through it. I need you to see how beautiful these are. And then we'll like get to chit-chatting again, because I have 2 more goals that I want to share with you. Or is it 1 goal? I don't know. I lost count. But yeah, oh, look at this. Just look at this beauty. Of course, this camera is not doing it justice. gone ahead and wiped the press-ons. The base colors are set. Aren't these so cute? I mean, so I had to wipe them down because I am going to be doing some 3D sculpting. I wanted the clay to go onto a nice clean surface so that it sticks on well. I am going to be applying a tiny bit of primer over top just to, again, make it nice and ready for sculpting. According to the sketch, we're going to be sculpting out some stars, some clouds, maybe a UFO, flying saucer, if you will. So I did pull out a bunch of stuff, which is currently off frame because otherwise you would probably be overstimulated with the amount of stuff I have on my desk right now. I'll give you a peek. Ah! So I have a bunch of the Neri 3D gels. These are the Jelly collection. I also have a bunch of ones that I bought off of Temu from, I think the brand is called Honey Girl. I really like these very much. This is another one that I bought from Temu. It's just really pretty and like iridescent. Maybe I should like close you up again. Yeah, it's like really pretty and like iridescent. Thinking of using that one. Also the Yogo 3D gel. This is beautiful. You can kind of see it there. See, but it's like super pretty, pink, glittery. Anyway, I also pulled out some of these mylar shards. I don't know what to call them. They're just like these long pieces of mylar. They're really pretty, but I thought I could use these on the flying saucer, kind of like the lights. The flying saucer is white on the sketch, but I am going to make it like a different color. So that's why I pulled out a bunch of things. I'm probably going to start with the stars because that's hopefully the easiest thing to do. Typically, they're pretty easy. So just going to go ahead and grab both the Neri 3D gel here, and it's called Lemonade. And then I also have this other one from, as I said, from Honey Girl, and it's mustardy yellow, macaroni yellow, I don't know. But I think it'll be cool to have both of these colors. Also, I'm pretty sure this one is a glow in the dark. So I do have a mold, a silicone mold that I can use. But what's the fun in that, you know? Let me see though. I do want to make sure that my surface is nice and clean because I don't want any dust on my gels. And all of these stars are going to be different sizes, so I'm not too concerned with all of them being equal. I'm just going to grab a little bit at a time. Yeah, baby. What, sweet? No, no, no. We'll see though. I might just lose patience and end up using the mold, but for now, I'm going to do my best to sculpt. I'm going to grab a few of these silicone tools. And these are just like random ones that I have. I'm going to grab a little primer. Right, so I'm going to plop some of this gel, and then I'm probably going to be using this spatula to kind of create these straight edges. I know this is looking really weird. Trust the process, they say. I've been doing a little bit of painting while I was off from making content. I was using my spatula quite a bit, this one in particular. I love doing crafts all around. It's just something that I've always loved doing ever since I was little. Art is just like my safe space, you know? So I really enjoy doing all kinds of things. I love painting, photography. I went to school for photography. That is what my degree is officially. I've always loved being able to express myself one way or another. You know what? Now that I think about it, this is proving to be quite the challenge. Just to like get these edges nice and pointy, you know? Change my mind. Just kidding. Gonna be using the mold after all. I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe because it has been sitting in my drawer for I don't know how long. But yeah, it's got all kinds of little stars here. So work smarter, not harder, Maida. Although I do like me some hard work every now and then. Okay, so that's the challenge with these though. Finding the way to press these into the mold without them lifting back up. The gel, I mean. Keeps sticking to my freaking finger. Yeah, that is really annoying. All right, fudge it. I'm just gonna cure it on my hand, on my finger, I guess. So another goal of mine is to give myself some brain breaks. What do I mean by that? I have realized that I spend quite a bit of time online, on my phone or my laptop, especially, see it glows in the dark. But yeah, so I do tend to overdo it, and I don't want to live my life chronically online. That cannot be good for us, and it isn't good for me. I know that because I just have, you know, like anybody else, I tend to compare myself. And comparing yourself is like the worst thing that you can do, honestly, for your mental health. One of the worst things that you can do for your mental health. I fall into it like anybody else, you know? I mean, we're only human and we see others, and it's hard not to compare yourself. But making a conscious effort, though, to not be connected online all the time is something that I really need to work on. This past year, I didn't get out much whenever I did have free time. I used to do a lot of hiking in the past. Even if I was working on a video, like I'd go outside and edit outside. Obviously, I can't do that right now in the middle of winter. But, you know, come spring, summer, and fall, I used to like live outside, dude. I did not do that this past year, and I don't think that that's good. Yeah, I want to be a lot more intentional with how it is that I spend my time online. That is probably the one thing that's going to be like super duper hard for me to do, because your girl is chronically online. Just want to be able to be in the moment more. I'm having such a hard time here with these freaking molds. I mean, they've always been pretty sticky, but here's what I'm going to do. Actually, gonna use my silicone tool with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and then just kind of press it down. I think that'll do the trick. Yep, it helped. So I realized these stars are going to take a little bit of time. So I'm just going to make a bunch of them really quick, and then I'll be back so that we can put them on together. How's that sound? Probably better, right? Okie dokie, friends. So we're back. So I went ahead and made way more of these yellow stars, like the brighter yellow, because I wasn't liking how these were looking in combination with the glow-in-the-dark gel. I have an idea. What I want to do is actually paint a little extra yellow onto these ones once they're already on the nail, because here, let me show you. See, when I pop them on, the yellow doesn't really stand out much, and I do want it to stand out, you know? My solution to that is adding just a little bit of yellow gel polish over top. The only reason as to why I wanted to use these other stars was the glow-in-the-dark effect. What I'm actually going to do is use my glow-in-the-dark gel over the yellow gel that I'll be painting these with. That way, these are all going to glow in the dark and not just like a few select stars, you know? So I'm just going to use my McCart rhinestone glue to pop these on. My other goal for this year, I want to promote thoughtful consumption. I know, groundbreaking, right? We'll see though, because it's really difficult for anybody who does anything on the beauty side of things, because as we all know, cosmetics and such are a huge pollutant. So this one is a big one for me because I do want to buy less. And as I said, as a beauty content creator, there's this huge focus on new products and haul culture. But for me, I am really just trying to shift that narrative and focus on what I already have, because I have quite a bit. Thankfully, I'm very, very grateful for the things that I've been able to purchase, and I just want to show that you don't have to buy a bunch of stuff to have a beauty channel. I really don't believe so. I really don't think that you have to have a haul every other week or every week to show how much fun you can have with nail art. And I'll be honest, watching haul videos sometimes makes me think, or makes me feel like I'm not doing enough, or like I constantly need to buy more just to keep up. And I mean, the nature of things is that, yeah, many of the videos that do well on YouTube are very much like haul focused, or just centered on acquiring stuff, you know? And I don't want to contribute too much to that. I'm not saying that I'm never going to buy products ever again. No. I'm just saying I want to be mindful, and I want to shift the focus from like product centered content. This is probably like my fifth or sixth video in which I use these same Bessie collections. And I want to show y'all that you can do just that, you know, like it's okay. You don't have to buy stuff all the time. Your creativity does not rely on just your products. You know, you can create sick assets with what you already have. I'm not over here buying new products all the time for each video that I make because it's not sustainable. No shade to anybody else who centers their content on buying the latest collections and things like that, or the latest products. There is space for that, and I know that that is also super helpful for the rest of us who want to make an informed decision whenever we are purchasing products, and especially like Korean gels. It is very pricey. It is cool when someone can show you up close and personal what these things are going to look like, tell you a little bit about them. But as I said, we don't all have to do that. You know, we don't all have to center our content around buying more stuff. And I also know that I personally have some work to do within myself to shift my way of thinking whenever I watch that kind of content. I also want to lead by example and focus more on the creative aspects of things. Doesn't mean that I won't be using any new products or things like that. But from what you guys have already seen me do, either way, whenever I do buy new things, it's not like a video dedicated to just all the new stuff that I bought, you know? It's more like there was a sale and I got this collection, you know, or I got this new top coat. That should be okay. So yeah. What if I use pigment? Hear me out. What if I just use my F of X powder here? Because I don't want them all to look super flat. Here, well, let's try it out. So I am going to have to paint these with some matte top coat. I'm using the Divock Zero Matte top coat. And I'm just going to do that for all of the stars, okay? So yeah, those are primarily my goals for this year. Like I said, I kind of feel like I've been doing some of those things already. Y'all, I have a lot more I could chit chat about, but I'm going to shut up for a bit. My throat hurts already. I have some tea here, but I'm running super low. So I'm just going to finish top coating the stars and start making my little flying saucer. So be right back. All right, guys, so we are almost at the finish line. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to wear these freaking press-ons. They're turning out so cute. Okay, so I decided that for the flying saucer, I'm going to be making it out of this beautiful color called Blue Lagoon. Can you believe it? This is so pretty. I used the mylar strips to kind of do that light effect. I think it looks so cool. So now I'm just going to lay the flying saucer over, or sculpt it over these mylar strips. I have 2 little balls here, 1 for each. And yeah, just gonna pop it over top like this. I think it's a good size, yeah. I was gonna make it a lot smaller, but I think it'll look so much better in this size. Or should I make it a little bit smaller? I don't know now. Let me just shape it a little bit. So I'm just gonna press on it like this with my gloves on, of course. Please, guys, do not touch these with your fingers, with your skin. We do not want any allergies in this channel, okay? There's just too much gel polish in the world for us to like suddenly start being allergic. Like, don't do that. All right, so I'm gonna grab about this much and hopefully it'll be enough for both saucers. Oh, we're not calling them saucers anymore, are we? UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, I think. I'm just gonna like start rolling out a cylinder, and then actually it's probably better to do it with my spatula. So kind of like that. But once you have it at a decent width, kind of pinch the ends a bit so that it looks like it's curved. You know, I'm doing this with my hands. You can't see it. So kind of like this, and then just like flatten out some of it like this. So I'm using the conical tool, by the way, and then I'm just gonna roll it over like this to kind of even out these little indentations that I just made. Clean up this edge. I kind of want to bring it out a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to take some of the top off because I feel like it's starting to look a little disproportionate. I know right now it looks super busy because of my cute nail stands. You know, your girl makes those. Check out my Etsy shop. I do make these by hand. But yeah, I'm so pleased. Look at how cute. I love the way that the stars came out. I didn't think I was gonna like the shiny, glossy top coat. But like the more that I look at these, the more that I dig them. I really do like the glossy top. Oh wait, you know what? I did just realize I am missing something from both of these nails, and that is this little charm. It's like a little planet with a star over top. I think this would be adorable to have. I don't know, I want to use it, and then at the same time I kind of don't, because I feel like there's no other charm, there's no other alloy charm to kind of bring it all together. What if I just add like a third star there? I do have enough. You know what, I'm gonna add the third star. Let me put my gloves back on. Also guys, my nail cam is about to turn off because the battery is almost completely drained. So we can reconvene tomorrow, and then I'll show you like the final juicy shots of each of these, and then also what they look like on my hands. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I'm super stoked with how these press-ons turned out. I'm very pleased. They're very Maida. I love the chunkiness of the charms that we ended up sculpting and making out of the molds. I wasn't able to show you throughout the video how beautiful these Bandi gels are, but girl, this Aurora Glaze Bandi collection is just that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is that girl. This press-on set is just so dreamy and whimsy and just like, I don't know, I just love it. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those were my goals for 2025. They're not like something that is super set in stone. I also feel like the majority of them I've already kind of implemented into my life, so I don't necessarily feel like I'm doing anything extra different, except for the movement and the intentional brain breaks, because those two I feel like are going to make a huge difference in my mental health. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as it helps me out so much, and I'd really appreciate it. If you want to hang out with me in the future, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you. And let me know in the comments if you yourself have any goals for 2025, or if you're just more on the chill side, you're kind of taking it day by day kind of thing. It's definitely something that I've done in the past as well. Just figured this year, you know, just keeping some things in mind to see how they help in shaping out my year. We'll see how things flow. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching, and I hope I will see you guys next time. Bye.